Hi, it's Laura here at the Charleston Holistic Center, and today we are talking about change. Yeah, that thing that none of us likes. Unfortunately, we have change all the time. The one unchanging thing is change. Yeah, I know. But it's really an important part of our lives. And it comes in patterns. In the East, they talk about the wheel. Everything's in a wheel, right? And you're stuck on the wheel. That's because you're not noticing that everything repeats and keeps repeating and keeps repeating and keeps repeating and keeps repeating and keeps repeating. No, I didn't get stuck, although I have been stuck in the past. Hmm. See, I don't like to think of it as a wheel. When we are unconscious, it really kind of is. When we're just going through junk, not paying attention, not being mindful, yeah, it is like a wheel, which kind of ends up going round and round and then making a rut. Yeah. See, I prefer to think of things once you become a bit more conscious and mindful of what's going on. I prefer to think of it as a spiral, right? So yes, things do come back around, even in that, because if you look down on the top of a spiral, it looks like a circle. But with a spiral, there are different layers. So how I like to look at it is if we have been mindful and have been doing our spiritual growth and our personal growth, if we have been doing that, then we go around but go up a layer. And yes, when we come back around to the same point, we have the same challenge again. The hop is we're at a higher level of mind, a higher state. So when we hit that same challenge, we recognize it sooner. We see it sooner. And whatever change that we need to make, whatever lesson we need to learn from that, we learn it quicker. We process it sooner. That's the hope, okay? And we all have sets of lessons that we're supposed to learn, and that's where the change comes in. We learn the lessons and we change. Hopefully, again, it's a spiral where there's levels and not a rut where we just keep running around the same stuff over and over again. In which case, there really isn't a lot of change, is there? We just keep coming back to exactly the same thing over and over again. But if we turn it more into a spiral, if we manage to do our work, yeah, we come back to the same stuff, but we're at a different level. So we have completed some change. We have more to complete. And once you become mindful, you realize you don't have to rut in that circle. You don't have to. You can move into the spiral. And change just keeps coming. Every time you inch around the spiral, there's more change. And it does follow a pattern. And if you get used to that, then you understand that you can work through the changes much more quickly and much more cleanly and with a heck of a lot less drama and angst and your life blowing up. Although sometimes that does happen. Earlier in the week, last week, tower discussions. So that's massive change that you don't have a lot of control over. This type of change I'm talking about is just the spiral where you keep moving and you keep changing and you keep elevating. That's the hope. Just saying. If you like the video, please like, please subscribe, please tell your friends, your family, your coworkers, and anybody else you can think of. Thank you and namaste.